Welcome to Fans of the Forge, where we are recapping Forge and Fire Season 7, Episode 8, The Tizona of El Cid.
Ooh.
So our contestants this week, we have Jerry Kripe, full-time Smith with 7 years of experience, Brent Smith, part-time Smith with 6 years of experience, Thomas Hacker, part-time Smith with 4 years of experience, and Rick Hall, part-time Smith with 5 years of experience. Moving into round one. It's an interesting one. So there's a big blanket, if you will, sheet covering some stuff. Will rips it off, and it's a drum set and a guitar.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they have to use this band equipment, what they call like heavy metal band equipment, to combine that with a piece of W1 round stock on all of their anvils, using a Sanmai technique to create their own signature blade. So Jerry takes a cymbal, and you're like, what's he going to do with the cymbal? It's brass. You can't use that. All right, so it looks like the cymbal was going to work for his Sanmai technique.
Somehow it was steel.
Somehow there was steel in there. Dave Baker mentioned that there's posts coming up off the bass drum to hold the toms. He said he would use that, and but no one did. Oh. Jerry takes a cymbal, and it appears to be brass-coated steel. Like I said, he was throwing sparks. Rick goes for mild steel core with his Sanmai, which was interesting. So he put a piece of mild steel with two hardenable steels on the outside.
Isn't that
it's like a reverse Sanmai, if you will.
Yeah.
But how is it going to have an edge?
Well, he's only it wasn't a full piece of mild steel. It was just like this little thin strip, and he was putting it so it would be at the spine.
Oh, okay.
And then the rest of it would forge weld. Jerry's mild steel is too thin, but he gets it to stick together. Thomas takes forever to clean his steel, like at least an hour. He's just there, like grinding away, and then ends up welding the wrong side to the W1. So he cleaned up one side of this steel and then welded the wrong side in.
Side.
Yeah, and he's like, well, it took too long, so I'm just going to go with it. At one point, Rick cuts off his work stick and then loses track of where the mild steel was. So he was at the chop saw, and he knew where it was when he was working with it, but then he took it to the chop saw to cut off the rebar, and then he couldn't figure out where the mild steel was anymore. But he etched it, and he's like, oh, okay, I think I see it, so I know where it is. Mm-hmm. Brent found a crack going down the spine of his blade with about 15 minutes left, so he just welds it up. Like, it's just all down the whole length of the blade. He just welds it up. And then the judge were like, just weld it up. And he was like, just long weld on there. Oof. But he cleaned it up so it looked good. So moving on to judging. For Jerry, it had a handsome shape. There's a lot of tang. For Brent, it was beautiful, but it also had a big tang. He said it was a good save on that crack. Mm-hmm. For Thomas, it was a good shape, had a long tang. There's a lot of mass to it. And for Rick, the mild steel was actually running down the blade edge. Oh. So when the judges looked at it,
like the thing I originally asked about.
So he had what he thought was mild steel was the wrong. It wasn't right. It was.
He had
So it was actually the wrong side that he was working on. So Rick ended up getting the boot.
Move on to round two. That's you, right?
I thought you were doing round two.
That's me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay then.
Wonder why you're staring at me.
Yeah. So Thomas, for round two, throws sparks in Brent's face while he's working.
Yeah. He did that in round one also. He was just like working, he's just throwing sparks, and he just has like no regard or idea of what he's doing. He's just throwing sparks in people's directions. So
they're working on unawareness.
Yeah.
Yeah, terrible. So like Thomas is where you are, Teresa. I am where Brent is, and basically he's got his angle grinder, shooting sparks, and Brent's just trying to work, and there's just sparks like in his face.
Oh, jeez.
And he's like, I'm just trying to concentrate on what I'm doing. Thomas just has no clue what he's doing. It's ridiculous.
Oh my god,
it's kind of stupid.
Jerry seemed to be getting a little bit overwhelmed by all the everything that was happening, and ended up needing some medical attention. And when it came to judging, Jerry ended up getting the boot because he didn't finish his blade.
Yeah. He ended up getting kind of taken out and never returned. He's just chilling on the couch, getting attention. He couldn't make it back.
Ah, well, feel better soon, Jerry. And now, a word from our sponsor. This video is sponsored by Forged, a Jason Knight Maker series.
What's that all about?
Oh, that is the new series by Jason Knight that is available through his website, where Jason gives you tips and tricks and lessons on how to make the elemental knife, in his words, the forged style knives that he likes to make. Forged to sharp, as he would say. It's a great video series that he's put together. Currently, you can purchase it on his website, and there's 6 videos to watch in the first 6 parts of the series. There's going to be exclusive content available on the site as well, coming soon. And if you want to purchase it, you can go to nightforgestudio.com to see where this is and purchase it.
Is there a promo code?
As a matter of fact, there is.
Hey.
If you go on this Nightforge Studio and use coupon code FOF15, FOF15, you can get $15 discounted from the price of this video series.
Nice.
So go on there. If you really want to check out these videos, listen, we have the views on the other video that we did with Jason Knight to kind of prove that
we know you like them.
People like watching Jason Knight work. This video series is all about Jason Knight doing his work.
Yep.
And making some badass knives.
Learn from a master smith.
Exactly. It's really, if you think about it, you're learning these lessons from a master smith. It's a bargain.
Yeah.
So check out the video series, and don't forget to use the promo code FOF15 to save $15 on your purchase of the Forge Jason Knight Maker Series videos.
Be a maker. Go check it out.
And we're back. For round 3, they have to make the Tizona El Cid. One of Spain's most celebrated war heroes, El Cid was knight in the 11th century. El Cid won the sword from a king he usurped. The excited blade became the prized possession of the Castilian royal family. The blade must be between 30 and 32 inches, a fuller on each side, squid pommel, guard, upswept quillions and shit.
There was a lot of stuff going on there.
So for Thomas, on day 1, he uses 5160, but doesn't have enough steel for his tang, so he needs to forge weld some mild steel onto the tang. Day 2, he decides to start over and gets it quenched. And then day 4, fits up all the handle pieces. Brent spends day 1 forging the blade and gets it quenched. Day 3, he works on the guard, welds all the threads for the pommel, but then can't remove the guard.
Oh, jeez.
And then day 4 adds mustard patina, and it looks pretty cool.
The mustard patina was pretty sick.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Nice
So he had this long blade, and he just had mustard and just kind of ran like a long line down the middle, and like these little, I don't know what you would call them, like
waves?
Almost like sticks coming off of it, almost like a
okay.
stick.
Like
so it
branches?
just, and it just looked really cool when you finished it out.
That's cool.
For judging, the kill test was a boar carcass attack. Brent, the balance allows to move easily, very sharp edge, and will kill. Thomas, the thrusts easily, cuts well, will kill. The strength test was an armor chop. Brent, a couple chips and rolls, still sharp, very slick handle. Thomas, multiple rolls on the edge, very light sword and good grip. And then the sharpness test was a fish slice. Brent, sharp edge, clean cuts. One cut didn't complete, but will cut. And Thomas, every cut was clean, no issues with performance, will cut. Brent wins.
Yeah.
It came down to the finest details.
Yeah, I thought Thomas was going to take this.
Especially based on that last one. Where
Yeah, but there were, I think, 3 fish hanging, and then Doug cut them in half and then went back and did further cuts on them. And on one of those other cuts, it didn't go that one, but it did the other 2. So it just came down to these details, and I thought Thomas, just because of that performance, would have taken it, but Brent took it.
Nice.
Okay.
And I think it was Thomas's first sword. He, first long, type weapon, his first sword he ever made. So Not
nice.
bad, going up against the guy, and just the details. I just don't want it for him.
Yep. Well, congratulations to him, and good job to everybody else that was on that episode. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And
These guys have any social media?
They do, actually. At least I could find 2 of them. Thomas Hacker is at hacker_forged_knives, and Rick Hall is at Rick Hall Knives on Instagram. Could not find Jerry or Brent on.
All right.
Isn't Brent Smith the name of the singer of Shinedown?
Or is that Brendan? Is that Brendan or
thought it was
Brent? It might be
Brent.
Brent. You might be right.
Google it.
I Googled
Brent
it today.
Smith.
That's how I found it.
All right. Then, yeah.
So, anyway.
Staring down the barrel of a 45.
Exactly.
What's that song with the butterflies and shit in it?
Butterflies.
Yeah.
Oh, what is it?
There's a lyric about,
Butterflies.
yeah. It was a big hit.
Yeah, it was their main first hit. What the heck one was that called?
Was the main? What? No,
No,
it
what
came
was
out. It was like on the 3rd or 4th record. It came out
okay.
maybe
I don't know if I even listened that far.
5-6 years ago, I think. It was commercial. It was a commercial hit.
A butterfly.
Google it.
That's enough. We're done.
All right.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Fly away like a butterfly.